Corey Stoll is here on the Rich Eisen Show. We just saw a clip for our radio audience, just rejoined us on the Roku side of things, of the Better Sister. And so I will give you the floor on what, because you just said everything is spoilers, and I don't want to, step on any toes here. Certainly, since we're a couple weeks in advance of this appearing in everybody's spot on Prime Video, I'll give you the floor on what the show is about.
Well, I think sort of how you set it up is as much as I can say. Let's see.
Where you play a husband, you're a lawyer, right?
Yes.
We get that. We got that, right?
And I can say that I am dead in the pilot. In the first episode, I am a bloody corpse.
Okay.
I do come back. I am not just in the first episode. There are a lot of flashbacks.
Okay, good.
And everyone is a suspect. It's one of those shows where it's just it's just so twisty. It's so compelling. Just it's what, 8 episodes. You're going to watch it all in a weekend.
So we're binging it.
Yeah,
we can binge it. So it's
definitely.
it all
There's
comes
no
out.
choice but to binge it. You can't not watch the next episode.
Gotta love stuff.
It's like one of those shows. Yeah.
It's, as soon as it starts ticking on the credits, you're just hitting the button. You're off to the next
one
thing.
More.
So everybody's a suspect. Everybody, we're wondering all the way to the end.
And everybody is beautiful, and it's beautifully shot in New York and out in the Hamptons.
So there's that.
Yeah.
And then, because again, it's very rare we have somebody come on and say, "Oh, I'm a dead man. Please watch." That's. It's an interesting take, Corey.
It's kind of my specialty. I've died a lot.
Well, I mean, Billions is a kind of a different story.
I didn't die in that one.
And I talked with you about it the last time. I mean, other than being a handsome bald man, you and I have something in common. I appeared in one episode of Billions. That was the fight episode.
Where with Dollar Bill.
With Dollar Bill and Maffei.
Yeah.
And and Kelly O'Coin literally had his ribs broken in that. Am I informing you of something?
I didn't realize. I wasn't on the show yet.
This was pre.
I'm surprised he didn't tell me that.
There you go. That's it right there. Yeah.
Nice.
Dan Soder on the right.
Yeah.
Broke Kelly O'Coin's ribs in the first take of that scene.
Oh my God.
That actually happened.
And then he kept going. He shot the rest of it.
I mean, he's Dollar Bill, man.
What a champ.
What a champ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to look at, Compliment and Levine and say, I'm tapping out of this scene. Certainly.
Right.
I mean, it was quite ornate as well. What was that experience like for you, shooting Billions?
It was, I was shooting it over COVID. So it was like it started off, the show was a well-oiled machine.
Yes.
I was came on as the antagonist of the season. And then, had this really great ending scene where I take over. But we had to stop that season midway, and there was a whole other year before we came back after COVID.
That's right.
And then we were, all masked up and everything like that. So there was a lot of adversity in that first season and a half. But it was also, you felt so taken care of, because you'd get your script and it'd be like one amazing speech after another.
Right. I mean, just about to say, like when you get this, you get the words on the page from these two brilliant writers.
Yeah.
And you can, I imagine, as an actor, look at that, say, okay, I can grab a fork and a knife and dig straight into this thing.
Definitely. And I think in the first few episodes, I thought, okay, I'll learn my lines and then sort of, show up and do it. And it wasn't good enough. Like you need to have that language deep in your bones so you can just completely throw it away, because it's just, all this incredible dialogue. And so after I sort of realized the sort of level of verbal dexterity that everybody on that set had, I sort of upped my game with that. And then it was it's like doing theater, where it's just, the words so well, and you can just really lean on that and let the dialogue be front and center.
Certainly, since the people with whom you were acting, I mean, Paul Giamatti, the two of you guys had some real corkers, man.
Yeah.
On that program, and I imagine it must be one of those sort of moments where you're coming to work and a game must be brought.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get as many scenes with him as I would have liked, but it's like when you're playing tennis with somebody who's better than you get better.
I don't know about that. I mean, listen, I don't play too much tennis, so, but I understand what you're saying.
That's like the one sport that I know anything about on the show. Yeah.
No, that's fine. So you're a tennis player?
I mean,
but you watch tennis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rich, ask Corey.
I'm about to. I think, okay, I play some tennis, so you understand this.
Oh, goodness.
No, I'm going to do this. I've done this before.
I understand.
Don't. I think I could get 1 point off of Carlos Alcaraz.
Okay. Good for you. I don't.
You don't?
No.
How good are you?
I couldn't either.
You couldn't?
No.
Come
no
on.
way. What is it, like 125 mile an hour serve?
Yes, but I mean, it can make it sound worse with kilometers.
Yes. Well, if I got 1,000 serves and I just blindly swung, one of them might get over the back of the net. But then he would just, hit it right over, and I would
Corey,
be...
think about it here. You know what a mentally taxing game tennis is, okay?
Yeah.
Right? Where you could see some of the greats of all time have trouble closing out a set, closing out a match, right? You tell Carlos Alcaraz, doesn't matter how many Wimbledons he has or whatever, you tell him you cannot lose 1 point today.
That'll get in his head.
And, okay, double faults, mishitting something.
All right.
One, like, you know what I mean? It's just, and it builds.
Right.
And it builds.
I could do like a crazy dance behind the
on top
baseline.
of it, you start messing with him. Which, we've just kind of met in person here.
Yeah. Okay.
I would do. And then also, I found out, did you know that if you hit your opponent with your serve on the fly, it's your point? Do you know that about tennis? If
I serve
you're
it and
serving
it hits
Carlos Alcaraz and it hits him on the fly, it's your point. That is a rule of tennis.
I still don't think I could hit him. You get out of the way.
So if I dink and I dink and I dink and I dink on my serve, and he's, clearly he will be as close right up to that to the box as you possibly can be, and then I hit him just with a bullet.
Yeah.
I take my one shot. I'm just saying.
I think you have a point.
Thank you.
If you manage to get this, set up,
yes,
I would love to take that bet.
For him, you'd bet on him.
Yes, totally against you. $10,000.
Oh,
Blink of an eye.
Probably to win $1.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Suddenly we're back at billions here,
Yeah.
like on Bobby Axelrod or something. Come on. So okay, yeah, we're going. I've been talking about this for some time, which is why my guys are like, "You're not going to go there with Corey Stoll, are you?" And the answer is yes, I just did. So you don't think you could at all?
No, you don't think you could?
No, I don't know. Did you see? I mean,
Crazier things.
The
have
double
happened.
fault thing. That's
Right?
yeah.
Right?
That yeah.
Right?
I don't think that really counts though. Is that really getting a point against him?
Yeah, because you know why? Because he understands at some point I can cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I can cover some of these.
I mean, you could do a lot of things. Yeah, you could just take your pants off. That would probably distract him.
I could.
Yeah.
He wouldn't.
It
think
depends
about
on
that.
how
Seriously.
willing you are to humiliate yourself in order to humiliate him.
Have you picked up what I've been putting down for the last 5 minutes?
Whatever it takes.
You want to answer that question yourself right now? Fantastic. Again, everybody's going to get ready for the new show, The Better Sister, Jessica Biel, Elizabeth Banks, all 8 episodes, and you, Corey Stoll, on Prime Video, Thursday, May 29th. Make a note of all of that. How did you get started in acting? How did that happen for you?
How did I get started? I didn't. I was in 5th grade.
Yes.
We were doing a school play, and I didn't want to audition. I thought actors were, show-offs.
Okay.
And that wasn't me. I was above that.
Okay.
And
You were above that.
yeah, oh yeah. I was a
Okay.
writer.
Too cool for school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I did they had everybody do like a little improvisation, and I pretended I was somebody dying in the desert of thirst, and got a big laugh from the whole 5th grade class. And
Big laugh.
Big laugh.
What's-
Yeah. Well, just played up this like a really dramatic death.
Man, the
It's
youth of
really,
America.
really hammed it up.
Okay.
And and I've been hooked ever since.
So what was your big break then? What was the big break for your career?
I would say Midnight in Paris.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
How did you get on that radar screen for that?
I was doing a play on Broadway, View from the Bridge, that Scarlett Johansson was in.
Right.
And he came to see her and support her. And I remember I told her, I was like, I know you'll have a lot of really cool people coming to see the show, but that's the one person I'd love to meet. And then I heard that he had come and he didn't come backstage, and I was like, oh, okay, I missed a chance.
Sort of like Guffman, you were waiting for...
Exactly.
Okay.
But then like a few weeks later, I saw him again in the front row. And I said, oh, that's weird, he's back. And the next day I got the call that he wanted me to come in and read for
Midnight in Paris.
Yeah.
And then you made it there. First time I ever saw you on my screen was when I was curious about this place that I was sending my DVDs back and forth to in the mail, why Netflix was doing a television show for the first time.
Right.
And House of Cards, that was it. It's kind of crazy when you think what that show did at Netflix and what Netflix is today. I'm trying to say that you're a factor, Corey Stoll.
I well, you should let Reed Hastings know that just
Sarandos,
just a few thousand shares. So, I think I deserve a little bump.
When you first heard that, like, hey, Netflix is doing a TV show, you must have been like, okay, let me see what this is. Or
yeah,
what?
It was the provenance of the creators was so great. I mean, Fincher was directing,
right?
And
right.
Spacey. It was a different time.
Of course, understood.
Yeah, no. So and Robin Wright, and so it was clearly a great project, but nobody knew if anybody was going to watch it.
Did you ever see the British version? Did you
ever
watch that?
Yeah,
I did as well, based off of watching your version of House of Cards. That was wild. Like, that British version is even darker, one would think, than the American version, which is saying a lot. Well, I mean, I guess nobody pushed anybody in front of a train. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can't spoil your show, but I can spoil one from like 12 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty amazing what Netflix has become off of that sort of thing. So before I let you go, what one last thing do you want people to know about the show that's coming up on Prime Video? Your show, right?
I mean, I just think the two stars. I think Jessica Biel and Elizabeth Banks are just extraordinary in this. They have such incredible chemistry. I think that relationship that the sisters have is unique and really powerful, and so full of love and history and resentment, and I think they're really just a great pair, and I think people are going to really love seeing them together. All
right, so everybody check out The Better Sister, a new original series coming to Prime Video, which you can see right here on Roku. That's coming up on May 29th, and you will be hearing from me, sir, when I get a point.
I will.
Okay. When I get a point, I swear, we have talked with people who can make this happen. We haven't been able to make it happen yet.
Yeah.
And I
might regret this bet.
Well, the reason why I don't think it's happened is because he doesn't want any of this smoke, is what I'm saying. Pressure would be on. What do I care if I lose, 6-love, over and over again? It'd probably be a 2-setter. That's probably what he wouldn't want to sit there and try and win 3 sets of points, because why would he want to try that?
I think, though, I mean, certainly if your goal is to tire him out and to increase your chances of him double faulting, you'd want to do a full 3 sets.
I will go stamina for stamina with Carlos Alcaraz any day of the week.
Who knows? Maybe you go 5 sets.
I mean, that means I definitely get more points.
Exactly. Who knows?
Hey, listen, I don't know if you saw it at Indian Wells. He didn't win. So maybe it's a Southern California thing. I do it here. It's a home game.
Let's get like a blow dart or something.
That's what my guys will be there for.
Yeah.
He'll be like, wait a minute, geez, this guy can't serve. He just hit me on a fly. Wait a minute, I just lost. Everybody, again, check out The Better Sister, again, on Prime Video on May 29th. Great to see you, Corey Stoll. Catch The Rich Eisen Show live, weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.